Motiv Raptor Rush is releasing very soon, but where does this fit in an arsenal? Let's build a 6-ball arsenal with a focus on the new Raptor Rush. Starting from the strong and smooth category, we want something that pairs well with the Raptor Rush, so why don't we go with the solid version, the Raptor Fury? This is now, according to the ball guide, the newest strong and smooth bowling ball in Motiv's arsenal guide. This is going to be a big asymmetrical, super slow, chuggy bowling ball, and it is just the solid version of the Raptor Rush, so it's going to pair very well with it. When the Raptor Fury gets to be too much ball, it's just hooking way too much or leaving too many corner pins, you can ball right down to the Rush, has the same exact core, just a shiny pearl cover stock on it. Now, ball of the hour is the Motiv Raptor Rush, the new gold ball from Motiv. This thing has a middle of the road pearl cover stock, not insanely strong. Reports and reviews are very hit or miss. Some people are saying that it's the strongest pearl cover stock Motiv has made. It's not. That's not how it's being advertised. So this is a middle of the road pearl cover stock. It has that massive Raptor core in it though, symmetrical core. This is now on the top level of strength balls on Motiv's guide, but it is the most angular. This is more angular than the Crimson Jackal, by the way. It's going to be a little bit more angular, hooks around the same part of the lane, but this is going to be a really good strong and sharp bowling ball. I think this could be a good house shot bowling ball because the core is so big. It wants to hook, it wants to blend out that cliff, but the pearl cover stock is low level enough where it's going to be able to still kick corner pins out. Now, since we picked the Raptor series in the strong side, I want to pick something a little different on the medium side. We're going with the Black Venom from Motiv. Now, I don't talk about this ball very much, but I really should. This ball is like what the Ion Pro really wanted to be. That's where the Ion Pro got a lot of its notes from, was the Black Venom. Now, this is a very mild asymmetrical version of that Gear Venom core, but it has a stronger, smoother cover stock on it, which makes it a really good medium and smooth bowling ball. And it's going to pair really well to be like a ball down or even a ball down and a half from the Raptor Fury. When the Raptor Fury, the core is just way too big, you can go down ironically to an asymmetrical ball that's going to get further down lane but have a very similar down lane reaction. It's still going to be very smooth just like the Fury, so this ball will pair really well with that Raptor series. Next up in the medium and sharp category, Motiv really doesn't have much here. It has a lot of strong and sharp balls and a couple weak and sharp, but really not much in the medium and sharp. So we're going to go with the pink ball, the Hyper Venom. This is going to be the most colorful arsenal that you can make in bowling. We're going to have the gold ball and the strong and sharp. We're going to have the pink ball and the medium and sharp. It's great. So the Hyper Venom is exactly what you want from a pearl Venom. This is going to be a perfect ball sideways from the Black Venom. When the Black Venom's leaving too many corner pins, hooking too early, you go to the Hyper, very similar core, just a weaker cover stock on it, similar to how the Raptor Rush is compared to the Fury. So that's going to be a really good ball sideways and then a really good ball down from the Raptor Rush. And finally, in the weak options, again, Motiv doesn't have an insane amount of bowling balls here, but we're going to go with the Max Thrill Solid. This ball is a lot for being a weaker bowling ball. It's on the upper edge of weak and smooth, but this ball is very strong and should pair well off of the asymmetrical Black Venom. While the asymmetrical Black Venom is going in the medium category, it falls a little bit on the stronger side, so you want a stronger, weaker ball, and that's where the Max Thrill really comes in clutch. This ball can hook from everywhere. A lot of guys have made it look good from 5 board, from 35 board. It's going to be a very versatile, weak and smooth bowling ball. And finally, in the weak and sharp category, we're just going to go with its counterpart, the Max Thrill Pearl. The Max Thrill Solid and Pearl will pair really well against each other. And the Max Thrill Pearl is going to be a little bit weaker than the Hyper Venom. They're a little closer than you'd think, but there's going to be a couple board difference. So you're going to be able to just play really closely off the Hyper Venom. This entire arsenal is really going to be based around having small ball changes that you can make to be able to make your reaction a little bit better. So they aren't going to be these big, like 5 board changes that you have to do between ball to ball. These are going to be just a couple board changes and then you're going to be back to striking again. So that's where the Max Thrill Pearl comes in clutch, pairing well with the Max Thrill Solid and the Hyper Venom above it. Motiv is fantastic at being able to make bowling balls that pair really well off of their other stuff. They're good at making little duo combos or trio combos of bowling balls. which is what this Raptor Rush really does. It pairs really well with the Raptor Fury. It pairs really well with the Nuclear Forge, barely underneath it, but it also pairs well with the Hyper Venom that's a couple steps underneath it. So Motiv is always fantastic at knowing what's in their arsenal and what needs to get filled and what it needs to play off of. And that's where this arsenal has so many different options. You can throw a Venom Shock in for the Black Venom. You can throw something big like a Sub-Zero Forge in for the Raptor Fury slot. You can throw a lot of balls in and this arsenal will still flow really, really well. So shout out Motiv for having a fantastic, just general arsenal right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the video. It helps me out a ton, helps me make these guides, and maybe in due time will help me actually make ball reviews with some of these arsenals in mind so you guys can physically see what these bowling balls do off of each other. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.